Episode 85. As Han Li flew along, he passed several other disciples who were also in flight. Perhaps because his face was so unfamiliar, most of them shot him a few curious, lingering glances. But once they saw he was only at the 9th layer of cultivation, they all turned away with disdain. Han Li took in their actions with a neutral expression, but inwardly, he couldn't help but sneer.
It seems these so-called disciples of the great immortal cultivation sects are no different from the mortals of the secular world, just as power-hungry and opportunistic.
Lost in thought, Han Li soon found himself before a sprawling complex of buildings. He descended in front of a great hall marked 100 Mechanisms Hall and strode inside. Inside the hall, a middle-aged man who looked like a steward was to see Han Li enter.
Junior brother Han, you're back already? Where's Uncle Wang?
This was the very place that Elder Wang had brought Han Li to in his hurried visit. The steward here had only just met Han Li once, so seeing him return so soon was a great surprise.
Senior Brother Yi, when I was here earlier, I heard this is the place to pick up miscellaneous work assignments. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Are you really in such a hurry to take on a task, Junior brother? Junior brother Han, as a new disciple, you're entitled to a month to get familiar with the sect before taking on any duties. There's really no need to be in such a hurry.
Oh, it's fine. I'd like to find something to do right now. Are there any openings for planting work?
That's a tough one. All disciples who come to claim tasks have to do whatever work they're assigned, no picking and choosing. Unless, of course, you can prove you have a genuine specialty in a certain area. Then they might make an exception.
Does it really have to come to asking Uncle Master Yi for help?
No problem. Let this junior disciple Han pick any planting-related task he likes.
A voice Han Li found somewhat familiar sounded from behind him, startling him. He turned to look. The old man surnamed Yi was standing there, smiling at him.
The hallmaster is back.
The middle-aged steward saw the elder and immediately stepped forward to bow respectfully.
I'm back.
Uncle Yi.
You got here quickly, Nephew Han. I was just about to give my subordinates the order to let you pick any task you wanted.
Thank you for your concern, Uncle. I was just taking a look around, hoping to find a suitable task without troubling you.
I'm the one in charge here. What trouble could there be? Steward you. Bring out all the cultivation-related tasks. Let Junior Han pick until he's satisfied.
The elder waved his hand with an air of magnanimity, signaling his subordinate to carry out the order. The steward surnamed Yu was stunned speechless by these words. He gave Han Li a deep, searching look before hurrying off to find the bamboo slips that recorded the menial tasks, his mind already racing with speculation about Han Li's relationship with his superior.
All the planting tasks handed down from above are here. Take a good look, Junior brother Han.
Deacon Yu returned quickly, holding a bundle of jade-green bamboo slips.
Thank you, Senior Brother. 10 to 3 5-flower trees, and submit 200 fruits annually. 10 to a single 300-year-old fire cloud ginseng, ensuring its spiritual essence remains intact. Cultivate 1 acre of moonbrow grass, and submit 100 caddies of dried grass each season. Tending to a grove of yellow jade bamboo.
The tasks listed on the bamboo slip were varied and numerous, but none of the early ones caught Han Li's eye. It wasn't until the bamboo scroll was flipped to the middle that a task finally appeared which greatly satisfied Han Li.
Take over the 100-herb garden in the greenstone forest. You'll need to submit a set amount of rare medicinal herbs each year.
Seeing the line of golden characters on the bamboo slip, Han Li's heart leaped with joy. He pointed at the slip and looked up at Steward Yu.
This task suits me well. Could you tell me more about it, Senior Brother Yu?
After hearing Han Li's words, Deacon Yu stepped forward with a smile. But when he saw the task Han Li had chosen, the faint smile on his face immediately twisted into a wry grimace.
Junior brother, you should really pick a different task. This job of taking over the garden is just too tricky. It's not suitable for you. This task has been posted here for years, and plenty of disciples have taken it on. But every single one of them messed it up. They didn't get the reward. Instead, they all got fined a hefty sum of spirit stones. It's easily one of the hardest jobs to complete around here. And don't laugh at me for this, junior brother Han, but every year I have to make the other disciples draw lots to force this job on someone.
Han Li found this rather amusing, but it also gave him pause. Still, he wasn't ready to give up just yet.
Senior brother, could you tell me what exactly makes this task so difficult? How come so many senior brothers failed to finish it? Isn't it just managing the herbs in the garden? Is that really so difficult?
Don't tell me you picked the task for Elder Ma's herb garden.
The elderly man surnamed Yi, who had been listening nearby, didn't wait for the middle-aged steward to answer. He frowned and cut in first, saying,
Exactly. Junior brother Han has his eye on Uncle Ma's job, the one that's notoriously difficult to complete.
Hearing this, the old man's face also took on a wry, half-smiling look.
You really have an eye for it, Nephew Han. You picked the most troublesome job here at a glance. But this job is a real headache. I've already had several people forced to take it come to me complaining. But since Elder Ma refuses to change the reward and punishment conditions, there's nothing I can do about it. If you'd like to know the details of this assignment, Nephew Han, you can come with me to the inner hall to review the relevant archives. That's far better than just hearing about it from someone else.
For some reason, the hall master of the 100 Mechanisms Hall, Yi, was being remarkably open and accommodating toward Han Li, practically rolling out the red carpet for him. Han Li frowned inwardly.
Is Uncle Ye being a bit too enthusiastic? I did give him the Foundation Establishment pill, but on the surface that was a fair trade. It shouldn't have made him this friendly toward me.
Suppressing his confusion, Han Li put on a look of being overwhelmed by the favor and followed the old man, who had taken the bamboo slip, into a room at the back of the main hall. The room was crammed with all sorts of scrolls and documents. The old man picked up the bamboo slip, gave it a light flick, and a flash of green light shimmered across its surface. A scroll automatically flew into his waiting hand. He then turned and offered it to Han Li. With things having reached this point, Han Li no longer stood on ceremony. He took the scroll and smoothly unrolled it to examine its contents. The scroll's contents weren't long. They simply recorded the personal accounts of the previous disciples who'd taken on this duty, along with their reasons for failing. So Han Li read through it quickly, grasping the gist of the job and its difficulties in no time at all.
So, what do you think? Would you prefer to pick a different task? The reward for this job is indeed generous, but it's not something an ordinary disciple can accomplish.
Han Li heard this, then decisively shook his head.
Thank you, Uncle Master Yi, but this assignment suits me just fine. I don't need another task. I'll take this one.
The old man heard the firm resolve in Han Li's words and was taken aback for a moment, but he said nothing more and simply nodded in agreement. However, he did not immediately lead Han Li out of the room.
Nephew Han, regarding our last transaction for the Foundation Establishment pills, would it be possible to delay the delivery of some of the agreed-upon items? I'm afraid it's not very convenient, Marshal Nephew Han. I'm in the middle of refining a batch of Harmony Chi pills, and my resources are stretched a bit thin at the moment. But don't you worry, Nephew Han. In just a year or so, your uncle will have everything he owes you paid back in full.
What are you saying, Uncle Ye? Since it's inconvenient for you, Uncle Master, just give what you can. There's no need to mention paying me back later. Consider it a token of respect from your junior.
Han Li felt that he had become the very picture of hypocrisy.
Inside, I'm seething with frustration, hating him for breaking his promise. Yet on the outside, I have to wear a smile and say things that will please his ears.
This is the sorrow of being the weak one.
What do you mean by that, Nephew Han? Do you take me for the kind of man who would break his word and go back on a promise? I promised you, and I won't short you a single bit, Nephew Han.
Instead of being pleased by Han Li's words, the old man surnamed Yi put on a stern face, as if to say he was a gentleman who would never stoop to such petty deeds.
Han Li's barely maintained smile upon hearing this was on the verge of shattering.
His skin is just too thick. He clearly intends to renege on most of the items, yet he still has to put on this righteous, trustworthy facade. What a classic hypocrite.
Han Li couldn't hold back his inner frustration and began cursing silently, but the smile on his face only faltered for a moment before naturally shifting into one of earnest sincerity. He continued speaking.
You've truly misunderstood me, Elder Yi. It's just that, as a new disciple, I feel such items are far too extravagant for someone of my standing. So I'd prefer to leave most of them in your care for now. I have no immediate use for them.
After hearing Han Li's disingenuous words, the elder surnamed Yi's expression finally softened. He gave a slight nod and said,
There is some merit to what you've said, Nephew Han. If new disciples rely too heavily on these external aids, it would indeed be a significant hindrance to their cultivation. Very well, we'll do as you suggest. You can leave some of the items with me for now. If you need them later, just come and get them.
Well then, I'll have to trouble you with this, Uncle Master Yi.
Han Li smiled outwardly, but inwardly he was busy trying to convince himself, over and over again.
These are just worldly possessions. Right now, I can't afford to offend the old man in front of me. I'll just have to collect it all back, with interest, when the time is right.
It's nothing. Let's head out.
The old man surnamed Yi seemed to be in an even better mood, and from there things proceeded much more smoothly.
With the help of this elder Yi, Han Li smoothly completed all the formalities, received the jade token representing his acceptance of the task, and then, under the enthusiastic guidance of the attendant, set off for the 100-herb garden at Gold Fortune Ridge. The elderly Yi stood at the entrance of the 100 Mechanisms Hall, watching Han Li's figure gradually fly into the distance. His expression darkened, and he fell into a heavy silence, as if lost in thought. Just then, a low voice suddenly came from behind him.
Is Junior Brother Yi's heart growing a bit soft?
It's not a question of being soft-hearted. It just feels improper to use such methods against a disciple who's only just entered the sect. And what if this junior disciple Han says one thing to our faces but secretly goes to the sect leader to report this?
Report it?
What's the matter, Senior Brother Wu? Aren't you worried?
What's there to worry about? Didn't the kid do exactly as we planned and say he was leaving the items with you for safekeeping? It's not like we're flat out refusing to give it back. We're just holding on to it for safekeeping for now. What's he got to report us for? But I do have to say, I'm quite impressed with this kid. For someone so young, he already understands the art of knowing when to advance and when to retreat. That's no small feat. If it weren't for his poor aptitude for being a pseudo-spirit root, I'd genuinely consider taking him as my disciple.
It's a good thing he wasn't stubborn. Otherwise, we would have had to resort to other methods, and that would have been a lot more troublesome.